Y'all, this will blow your mind. Shakira. We know what she's told us. We've danced to the diss tracks. We've read the headlines. We've seen her cry, laugh, and throw lyrical jabs. But what if the story we've been told, the story Shakira told us, isn't the whole story? What if Pique wasn't the villain, but just another man trying to love a superstar whose life was already scripted? In the end, the truth, or what happens or occurs, is not told in the way it was. I cannot control this. Pique, 2022. That one line says everything. It sets the foundation for speculation. Because when only one version of events is echoed across the world, it's easy to forget the power that comes with the microphone. So before we get into the full details of this Pique and Shakira story, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel while at it. Thank you. Now let's rewind. In March 2014, 8 years before their split, Shakira revealed in an interview that Pique didn't want her shooting with other men. She described him as territorial and later a traditional man. He's very territorial, and since he no longer lets me do videos with men, well, I have to do them with women. It's more than implied in our relationship that I can't do videos like I used to, she said. That painted him as jealous, a man setting rules, a controller. But when you analyze critically, it showed something else. He wanted exclusivity. Commitment. Pique wanted her, fully. Yet instead of offering reassurance, Shakira turned it into public commentary. Now he was controlling in the eyes of her fans. She chose what parts of him the world would consume. And that is power. Let's be clear. Everything we know about the Pique and Shakira affair has been shaped by her words, through public interviews and songs. How she relocated to Barcelona for love. How she almost quit her music career for love. How she paused her world for her children. 11 years of supposed sacrifice. But if you look closely, it seems she treated their relationship the same way an artist curates her brand. Calculated, constructed, compelling. So by the time the split came, the narrative was always going to land on her side. In January 2020, the lyrics to her song Me Gusta said, "We have been fighting a couple of months, and I've already told you so many times. I'm trying to start a conversation, but you don't give me a bit of your attention. You always want to do what you want, but do you want to fix everything in bed?" The press spun it into a scandal. Pique the sex addict. His image was tarnished. And still, he stayed. He didn't defend himself, didn't fight back. He was too busy loving her and trying to rise to her level. And rise he did. With her influence, Pique transformed. From just a footballer to a mogul, his net worth surged. He spearheaded Cosmos Holdings, helped revamp the Davis Cup, and launched multiple ventures. He grew into a man with a fortune north of $80 million. All while raising 2 children and still hoping for marriage. Still trying to prove himself worthy of his superstar wife. But Shakira didn't want marriage. To tell you the truth, marriage scares me. I don't want him to see me as his wife, but I prefer him to see me as his girlfriend, his lover. It's like a little forbidden fruit. I want to keep him on his toes. I want him to think that anything is possible depending on his behavior. Or July 2020 interview with 60 Minutes. She said she feared being trapped, but insiders whispered a different truth. It was financial fear. She didn't want to risk splitting her $300 million empire if things went south. And fair enough. Pique wasn't naive. He understood the gap and made it his mission to bridge it. His approach? Work relentlessly. Build his own name. Match her star power. He partnered with the ITF on a 25-year, $3 billion Davis Cup overhaul. Orchestrated the Spanish Super Cup's move to Saudi Arabia, his company reportedly earning £3.4 million annually. Acquired FC Andorra via Cosmos in 2018, now in Spain's second division. Became majority stakeholder in Gimnastic Manresa. Invested strategically in esports and gaming. Launched sunglasses, burgers, and soft drinks. Expanded into real estate. Landed brand deals with Nike and Gatorade. If that's not dedication from a man who loved his woman and children, what is? Still, Shakira wasn't pleased. She wanted something else. Here's what no one's saying. In the process of leveling up to her, Shakira no longer saw Pique as a partner. She saw him as competition, and that made her uncomfortable. As he worked harder, she claimed he wasn't giving her attention, that he no longer desired her. Do you remember how we lit up the room? And how did you feel before you melt all my different moods? But now I drive you mad when I hit you with the truth. Don't wait up, July 2021. She even accused him of losing interest. Why won't you put down your phone and look me in the eye? Got dressed up for you, but you seem so occupied. This, after she once called him Mr. Insatiable. Make it make sense. The same man she helped build is now accused of neglecting her. All while denying him the one thing he truly wanted, lifelong commitment. By this time, after more than a decade, Pique saw the signs. He knew she wasn't going to accept him as her husband, no matter how hard he tried. In any case, their massive 10-year age gap was always going to be a hindrance of some sort. And when she dropped this line in Don't Wait Up, "If I ditch you, then maybe you would understand," that was it, the final straw. He took the hint, and he moved on. This was the breaking point. But even in the aftermath, Shakira clung to the narrative. Her April 2022 song, Te Felicito, was pure emotional warfare. "To complete you, I broke into pieces. I realized that yours is false. Don't tell me you're sorry. It sounds sincere, but I know you well, and I know you're lying. I congratulate you how well you act." She implied he had moved on, then reportedly hired private investigators to track him. She threw him out of their home in Barcelona, then threw out cheating accusations. Yet, no confirmed infidelity had ever emerged during their time together. He was loyal, until loyalty became worthless in a home that didn't value it. He eventually moved on, and only then did she begin her global campaign of lyrical jabs and public takedowns. "You traded a Rolex for a Casio. I was too much woman for you." The she-wolf howled, but the man had already left the forest. Yes, she aired the pain, but never stopped editing the script. So what did Shakira truly want? She made the world believe she gave up everything for Pique. But if that were true, why couldn't she commit to him? She always framed the issue around his behavior. But was she truly the angel? Let's not forget she once described Pique as the lightness in the darkest moment of my life. Because of him, she said, she started to believe in God again. So, who was Shakira before Pique? A darker version of herself. Just months before the split, she posted a cryptic Instagram reel about freedom and not being bound by traditional love. She wrote, "After months of forced surfing fasting, today was like riding a bike while the waves seemed to take away my problems." And in that video, she was having the time of her life with 2 men. At that point, it became clear Shakira didn't want a man. She wanted a movement. All those subtle hints, how territorial Pique was, how he wouldn't allow her to film nude or with men, were red flags for anyone craving a loyal, closed relationship. And in Don't Wait Up, she confirmed her fantasy. But perfect love is only seen in the series. And when I talk to another, you complain to me. But you are the one who drives me away. Shakira wanted an open relationship, like many pop stars do. And when Pique couldn't keep up with the pace, she did what all-powerful storytellers do. She rewrote the plot. Gerard Pique didn't cheat the system. He lost it. This wasn't about betrayal. This was about power. A man tried to play king in a kingdom already ruled by a queen. But the castle had no ring, no vow, no bond. Just the spotlight. And that spotlight, it was never meant to shine on both of them equally.